Hello everyone, welcome back to Striving for Cozy. If you are new here, my name is Christina. Thank you so much for joining. You came in on a great video. I'm going to be sharing a lot more about me in my life. Not a whole lot of voiceover as to what I'm cleaning and doing, but just sharing a little bit more about me so you can get to know me a little bit better. Some of the things that I'll be sharing in today's video are just kind of silly random facts about myself, so if you want to go ahead and share as well, comment down below. I know that we would all love to hear your answers as well. So for any of you that are new here, my name is Christina. I live in Michigan with my husband and 2 kids, and my first question that I got was from Tegan from the Hawn House. You guys should check out her channel, but she asked how I met my husband. I met him at my 21st birthday party on a blind date in a bar, and my brother-in-law, my soon-to-be brother-in-law, actually brought him. I didn't know that he was bringing him for us to meet, and we hit it off, and we were married 10 months later against all odds. In that same year that we were married, we had a baby. It was a girl. She is 12 and a half right now. So we got married, bought a house, had a baby all in the same year, which is crazy to think about now. I didn't think anything about it at the time, but looking back, wow. So we just celebrated our 13th wedding anniversary, actually this past Saturday on February 10th, and we also have a 6-year-old boy as well. I love finding a great TV show that me and my husband can binge watch, but my personal favorite, I have 2, I think, is Friends and Dexter. I know that they are completely opposite sides of the spectrum, but Friends, I can always count on that show to just kind of bring me up, and I always end up laughing out loud. And then Dexter, it's kind of more of a darker show, but I just really love the twists and turns in that. You can't really guess how the ending's gonna be, and I love that thriller type of show. But let me know if you guys have seen the latest season of Dexter and what you thought of the ending. 2024 is a very exciting year. It is the year of the Olympics. I love the Summer Olympics. I'm pretty sure I look forward to it even more than Christmas, which is kind of surprising. But I will stay up late. I'll wake up early to watch any type of event, and I love it all. I love the gymnastics, I love the swimming, I love the high diving, the track, all of it. So that is something else about me. I will probably be decorating for the Olympics. I'm super excited about that. So that is also just kind of another random fact about myself. I'm sure you can guess by my last random fact, but I do love sports. We were only offered one sport in my school for girls, and it was volleyball, which was okay with me. I have a real passion for that sport. I started playing when I was 6 and competitively on a club team when I was 8 years old. I love the sport. I continued playing it through my adult life. I played some sand volleyball, some co-ed volleyball. So that's also another sport that I love in the Olympics is the beach volleyball. I love it all, but that is probably my go-to favorite thing to watch. Tegan had also asked me about my favorite type of music that I like to listen to. I don't have a favorite. I tend to be very eclectic when it comes to music. I lean more towards the poppy side of things, just kind of some upbeat, but then again, I love Gregory Alan Isaacoff and Mumford and Sons, so kind of that folk type of music. But there is one genre that's not my favorite, and that would have to be country music. Sorry, guys. Before I started this channel, I worked as a medical assistant at a surgical office. I absolutely loved it. I was there for close to 8 years. I met a lot of great people through there. I still continue those relationships, but saw a lot of cool things, learned a lot. I worked with some great surgeons, great providers who taught me so much. I still really miss it, and I don't know if I'll ever go back, but never say never. I'm just gonna rattle off some of my favorites in different categories. So my favorite food is probably sushi. I can't get enough of it. I could eat it every day and never get sick of it. My favorite drink is Arizona green tea with ginseng and honey. It's that green can with the cherry blossoms on it. Super good and refreshing, especially on like a hot summer day right out of the fridge. And also sangria. I really like wine, so really any type of sangria like blueberry or peach is just so refreshing. My favorite movie would probably have to be P.S. I Love You and While You Were Sleeping with Sandra Bullock. And then this one is totally on the opposite side of the spectrum, which would be Lucky Number 11. I would definitely wait until the kids are in bed to watch that movie, but there's just like some twists and turns. Those are my favorite type of movies. And here I was just making dinner. I was putting together a small fruit salad to go along with some sliders that I made, just some ham and cheese. And then I put some basil pesto in with the butter and just brushed that on top. So we had the fruit salad on the side along with some cottage cheese, just a simple meal. A lot of people think this is disgusting until they try it, but my favorite snack of all time is potato chips dipped in cottage cheese. I know it sounds super gross, but don't knock it till you try it. I have 3 siblings. I have an older sister, an older brother, and then a younger sister. She's about 5 years younger than I am, but I fall right in the middle. Me and my 2 older siblings are all 14 months apart. I cannot even imagine that. I think my mom was crazy, but we all are super close family. Something that you may be shocked about is No one knows the name of my YouTube channel. Very few people know that I have one. I would say a very small handful know that I started this channel, but no one knows the name, and I don't really plan on telling them. I don't know, if you have a YouTube channel, let me know who all you told, if you told anyone, or if you're planning on telling anyone. I brought this up in the last video, but I want to know what YouTube channel you started watching, and if you remember the first video you ever watched. I remember when I first started watching, it was around 2018. I had just had my son, and of course you're up late at night, your sleep is not really regulated at that time, so I would find myself kind of going down the rabbit hole on YouTube, and I happened across some cleaning channels. I didn't even know those existed until that time, and I found myself being hooked, but also super motivated, which was very surprising at the time, to think you could be motivated by watching someone else clean. So from that point on, I was kind of hooked. I don't even know how many I watched that night, and I remember the first one I ever watched, I believe, was Tiffany Beeston's channel. And me and my sister are super into them. I've started talking to her about it. She thought I was crazy by being so motivated by watching other people clean, but then she got hooked. So now we kind of just like talk back and forth about what videos we've seen that day and what has really motivated us. It's hard to think of topics and questions to ask yourself when you're doing these kind of things, like what do you guys actually care about? So I had to look up some questions about when you're getting to know someone, what questions you might ask. So I'm going to steal a couple of those, and one of them was, what's your worst fear? My worst fear is sharks. I don't care if I'm in freshwater, saltwater, pools at night, there are sharks in there. I know that is so irrational, and I know it is not possible, but in my mind it is. I think it stemmed from when I saw that video of people swimming in their pool at night and like an alligator crawled in. Well, that's what I think is going to happen with the shark. Like, you can't see under there. There's sharks in the water. I know that's irrational, but that is my worst fear. And I'm still sticking with my one load a day, just washing my son's bedding, and that will be my one load. I know that this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I am not a fan of pineapple on pizza. I know you either love it or you hate it. I'll pick it off. Somebody recommended that I try Comet on my sink, so I wanted to sprinkle that on, let it set a little bit, and then I was going to go back with a toothbrush and kind of scrub out the area. I do think that it helped. It didn't get everything completely off, but it did help brighten up those areas. A couple things that I have never done is I have never received a speeding ticket. I have been pulled over twice, but I have never received one. I wasn't going that much over the speeding limit, so he just gave me a warning. But another one is I have never been on a commercial airline. Maybe one day, but as of right now, I have never been. This is actually a trick that I've learned from Jamie's Journey. She's another channel here on YouTube that has lots of good cleaning content. You guys should also check her out. But she uses foaming carpet cleaner for her grout lines. It works extremely well. You leave it on for about 10 to 15 minutes and then go and scrub it. I wouldn't do this all the time, but it is a really good tip to clean your grout, just to give it a deep clean. And I'm just going in with a dollar store brush that I found. It was literally $1, and it was like the perfect thickness for the grout. If you guys have any other questions for me, feel free to list those down below and I'd be happy to answer them. It may not look like a big difference, but in person you can tell a huge difference from the before and after. I hope you enjoyed today's video and getting to know me a little bit better. Like I said, if you do have any other questions for me, leave them below, but I will see you in the next video.